This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, it's the big wedding debrief. Why is Dan so bad at golf? And what have I gotten into on TV? 2, 1. I've got a ring on.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
And me, Tom Hall. What's going on?
Looks a bit weird, mate. That it looks really heavy as well. Is it weighing you down? That it's
Mate,
big weight on it, isn't it? It's like clunky.
I
Yeah.
know. I had to
That's
buy
why I
my
get.
own.
That's why I've got a silicone one. You see, because not only I would have had to buy my own, obviously, so I went cheap, but also it's not as heavy. It doesn't weigh me down as much. I don't feel like the pressure of being married. It's quite as bad with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. What we say? 4 weeks? Is it 4 weeks since we've done an episode, or three?
No, 3-ish?
I don't know. I feel like it could be. I feel like it could be four. I can't quite
Really?
remember.
Because we didn't do
Um,
one, obviously we didn't do one last week. I was half expecting you to be kind of like, are we on?
well, I could have done one, but you're obviously away,
Yeah,
and then it was the
I
week before
was.
that was the actual wedding. The week before that was the golf. I feel like maybe it's three then. Maybe you're right.
I
Maybe we
think
just
it's
missed
3.
2 weeks. Maybe we just missed 2 weeks. But yeah,
I don't
Tom is
know.
now a married man.
We're, we're
He is
both
now
married.
well and truly under the thumb. Like, yeah, Tom had a wonderful haircut. That was the first time I'd ever seen him with hair that was that short in my life. So that obviously made it in the best man speech. Couldn't believe it.
It's
He
probably
had
grown
to,
out to be like what it should be now. So
yeah, this is more acceptable. This is short for you. This is
yeah,
more
still short,
acceptable.
but
But
yeah.
um, but yeah, Tom was made to have his hair cut a bit shorter than that
But
for his
I think it was. I think
wedding.
it was. I think it wasn't made to be cut short. It was just made to be cut by someone else, other than the barber I've seen for the last six
Well,
years.
yeah, I mean, and it was half the length, so that was probably.
Yeah,
I think that was thrown in as part of the deal. I think it was. Someone was told to cut it a bit shorter for you. You did look very smart, to be fair, with your hair a bit shorter. It was just very odd to see you with such short hair, but that
I
was
mean,
about
it
the
was
only.
very odd to see Dan all dressed up the whole time. I mean, that was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I was dressed up. I mean, the best. Hats off to my literally top hat. Hats off to my client Jeff for the best compliment or slash insult was I posted obviously the photo of me and Laura before we went, and I've said top hat on, and he put, "You look like the fat controller went on a Zimpic." I was like, "That's quite." I was like, "Well done, fair play." That was quite good. So yeah, that's the one that I got the most stick out of was the top hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it was. I don't think people quite realize how uncomfortable they are to wear.
they are right.
Awful,
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
awful.
we didn't really wear them for that long as well,
Well, no,
right?
I said to my clients, I was like, I think it was on my head for a total of 1 minute 30 seconds, all in, in little 5 second bursts for photos. I was like, I just
Literally,
didn't really wear
yeah.
it, but
But I thought it was quite nice that I'm glad we did end up getting them because obviously on all the guys on my side of the wedding, right? My two brother-in-law, my dad, and you all had top hats on, and me obviously.
yes,
So it
yeah,
was
yeah,
quite nice to have the symmetry of we all
mm,
had hats, and then the Honduran side didn't. So I was like,
yeah, yeah,
that's quite nice.
yeah.
Um, just for the photos because we got some like long like all the family photos and stuff and we're all like woo with them
Yeah, yeah,
on it looked kind of cool but
yeah.
yeah it was the smartest we've ever and will ever look in our
Oh,
lives.
100% for me, and especially maybe not so much for you anymore. Maybe you've got a few more dues to go to where you're a bit more dressed up, but it was um, it was an experience, that's for sure. Getting all dressed up. Um, It actually weirdly wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be.
What,
And I
wearing the
think
suits
that's
or just like the experience of the days?
no wearing the clothes. I mean, the clothes and that. Obviously, it wasn't. It's your wedding. It's not uncomfortable. Like it's sound. It was more. Yeah. But I also think it was because obviously, like the shirts were well fitted. We made sure you'd obviously got those, which were really nice, well fitted. My shoes weren't that uncomfortable, but also because we'd been to have it tried on. I think my experience probably the one thing I took from it is that anytime I've ever worn smart clothes, obviously didn't fit me very well.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it wasn't as I thought it was going to be loads more uncomfortable, but I think because we had it fitted and we had it checked and all those things, I think that's why. I think that's what I'm trying to say in roundabout ways. I think it's a very good example of why you should probably get fitted for stuff like that because it does make it more comfortable. Like, I think
Literally.
previously I've just gone off the rack and been like, oh, this is really tight here and comfortable here, whereas it actually felt like, oh, this is all right. This is quite comfy. It's not too bad. I felt uncomfortable, like obviously wearing it and how I looked based on wearing it, but it wasn't actually uncomfortable wearing the actual clothes, which was shocking for me. Um, yeah, so that was that. That's my experience of it. Was it was actually all right. So yeah, there you go. Everyone looked very, very smart. But most people, I guess, there would wear that stuff anyway over a weekend. So I always think that we get the best experience because for us it's like a big thing, but for them they were just like, it's just another weekend. Like, I couldn't wear that
Yeah.
stuff to work. I'd feel really, I don't know, just
I
would you ever feel
think it's
smart?
like obviously like the so if anybody didn't know, we were in morning dress, so like proper penguin suits, basically, like tails, everything. I don't think many people wore. You're not wearing that unless you go to Ascot, right?
Yeah,
And but the tuxes, like I think like quite a lot of Chloe's friends would wear a tux several times a year, and that would be a
yeah,
normal thing. That was my first ever time wearing one. Not done it.
yeah,
Like absolutely
yeah,
just not a thing that we would ever have done because I'd never been to a black tie. And the first black tie I go to is my own wedding. Um,
yeah.
so it was interesting. I know I've already got a black tie in the fucking diary now. So it's like, all right, well, at least I'm gonna get some use out of it. So that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Um, so
yeah.
that, but yeah, it was. I agree. Yeah, on the suit perspective, yeah. Like obviously on like the Friday night, everybody was kind of dressed smart, cocktail kind of suit, open collar. But that's like if people were wearing our stuff, they could be reasonably would be seen to go to work in. Like if
Yeah.
you're at like a law firm or something like that, or a banker
Mhm.
or something like that, you'd be dressing like that. Um, yeah, super interesting. But I would hate to have to dress up like that every single morning. Like to have to
Oh,
do that. Could you imagine?
100%.
Because my dad used to. He used to wear. He used to wear a tie all the day because he was like government working. He was like every single time, like he'd be like that. And as soon as he could stop, he did. But
Yeah.
it's almost the opposite on Chloe's side, where her dad chooses to wear that no matter what, like
Mm.
just as a casual kind of thing. He's just like he's always dressed to the nines, and it's just like okay, just they're very different perspectives. Obviously, like my dad's a lot more chilled and wants to be in the countryside. So yeah,
Yeah, it's just I mean, like I said, for me it's more that thing of like it must feel weird, like because you're not even really dressing up then. But then I suppose maybe you just feel smart all the time. I don't know,
yeah.
maybe that's the benefit of it, but
His always thing is like you never know who you're going to meet, so you'd rather look your
mm,
best at all times. Um, any
yeah, I
opportunity
don't
for could be a business opportunity, Dan. And I'm like, "Ugh, really?
yeah, I mean like, I don't mind that either. I
Yeah.
don't mind that
Uh,
as an idea, yeah.
mm. So it was fun. Dan had a drink. I think you had a couple, no? You had a couple of drinks?
I had a fair few drinks, mate. Yeah, the coffee one we had on on Saturday night was very good, very very good. Like to the
Like
point where I was
you
like, I
just
can't have too many of these because I won't sleep. Like, very nice. Yeah, yeah,
it was super funny. Like picking out what because obviously I've had like the week or so to talk to a lot of people that have been, and it's super interesting finding out what their like favorite bits were or what they kind of took away from it. And yeah, what they were drinking. And I could have put good
yeah.
money on you going, yeah, I really like the Carajillos. I've been like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a bit of me. That was cool. The people
And there was another
coming
one
in.
as well. There was a cocktail before on the Saturday that was nice.
Paloma?
Was that what? Was there one with elderflower in it?
It might have been like an elderflower spritz of some sort,
Yeah,
or
something
they're
like
like
that.
a
You know
Paloma
me, all the
spritz.
girly ones. That's the one. I like all the girly
Yeah,
ones.
they
I had.
walked in, was like, "Would you like
Yeah.
champagne, sir?" You're like, "Cocktails, gimme."
Yeah, what cocktails you
Right.
got? Anything that tastes sugary and sweet. Yeah, yeah,
That was pretty much it. Yeah, but we had good like feedback on all the food. Food was good. Like it was like an orchestrated like I don't know ceremony every single time when the waiters were coming down like in a group of 10
yeah,
deliver to the table, bosh, go back there. It was yeah,
yeah,
it was so well done. Everything that was there. Oh, it was nice.
yeah. It was
Very
something
nice.
else, wasn't it? It was. I mean, the wine just kept getting topped up, and like obviously I wasn't even drinking it, but I was like, you had champagne, then you had a white
Somebody knows she was
wine.
drinking it, mate. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. You had champagne, then you had a white wine, then a red wine, and like I don't drink, but even I could smell the wines. You could smell that they were obviously a very good quality wine because you could just
Well,
tell it didn't smell like
we'd
the
picked them. Yeah.
yeah.
They weren't
Um,
just turning up and be
yeah,
like,
I
"Is this all
know. I
right?
appreciate
Is this
that's
all
what I
right?"
but that's what I mean was like it was like I was looking at it and I was just like I can't believe that again, like you go to most weddings and you might get a red and a white, right? And it's just like, well, everyone gets something. But it was the way it was like clearly picked for the dish and all those things. Like, obviously, it's just that level, right? Of
Mm.
whatever.
I
But it's just
think what
lost on me because
was
obviously I don't drink. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's a red wine. That's a white wine. I was
I
like, yeah, but
think
you cannot taste the fruit. I'm like, no.
with everything that went through, obviously, like there was an event on. So we had an event on Thursday, which yeah, you came to fucking everything, didn't you? Of course, like the Thursday, we had like a private dinner, which is like just family. That's it. Unfortunately, Dan. And then we had a cocktail on the, which everybody thought was a wedding, basically. I think our welcome drink was what a wedding should be as well. Like the
On the
vibe
Friday.
on the Friday night, yeah, the
Yeah.
Friday evening. The vibe of that was I thought was great. That really like set the mood. I feel like it's extra, but if anybody is getting married, try and engineer some sort of welcome drink before the actual day. Like, and we ended it at like 9 o'clock, so it wasn't like everybody went really heavy. Some people did,
Yeah.
but like it's their own fault, blah blah blah. But it was just the perfect like we had an amazing setting in Ano Park with like all the deer and stuff, and everybody and the band were cool. But it was like, okay, if you're able to do like a pub thing, I think beforehand with everybody kind of or anybody who's available to come for a drink,
Mm.
I would 110% do it because it just broke the seal and the ice of everybody around. And then you
Yeah.
kind of could recognize and talk to and spend the Saturday with everybody a little bit easier. I felt everybody was a little bit more, all right, we settled in rather than that kind of, oh, we turned up at the ceremony and we don't really know people and I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on. It was that ice break that
for
was
sure.
cool. Yeah, which,
100%
yeah,
agree with that. It was yeah, because I spoke to quite a few of your clients obviously because I was with Laura, they recognized Laura from the gym a little bit, so we kind of got talking to a few of them, and it was that made it really nice on a Saturday. And to, you just felt like you were just seeing everyone again, like,
yeah.
and it was really nice. Yeah, I think that was a very very again something that I guess most people again, like you said, they just do one day, right? But it was very much, and even the Sunday the same. It was like nice to say goodbye, but in a chilled way, not in like rushing around at the end of the night to see everyone and say goodbye. It was like the Sunday was a really nice sitting down, a bit more relaxed, relaxed clothing, relaxed atmosphere, just chatting away. Oh, it's really good to see you, really good to see that. Yeah, if you're ever there, do this, do that. Like where you at, what's the plans? It's just really nice and chilled. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say it, Tom, your wedding was amazing. It was lovely. No,
What
it was
what
really
was
good.
fun about it? Because we went away for a couple of days afterwards, just to like literally the most basic like cabin, and just sat in front of a log fire for like 3 days, and like just looking. What was fun. This is a really cool thing about social media, right? And being able to like obviously let people do social media during your wedding and stuff like that. But it was really cool to see people's stories and look at it through somebody else's eyes as well
Yeah,
as they
yeah.
were going through. We were just like sitting there, like watching people's stories and what they were posting about it.
Mm,
And then it was like people were posting about it all, and like literally until like yesterday, that we were still getting notifications about people
mm.
posting and certain things about it. So it was cool to yeah just see because obviously we were just like in it rather than a guest at it.
Yeah,
Like it was just like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
we're
I
fully
think
fledged.
I think it's weird it's for that because I made a real conscious effort to not do that because I wanted to just be present. Like, and I think like same with you
Mm.
guys, like you just
Yeah,
were so present. So for you watching it back, it is really nice. Um, but I think because we're on our phones a lot for work and stuff, I was just like, I just want to
yeah,
really enjoy this. And I saw people who were there getting photos and stuff. And Laura took a lot of photos and things, but I was just like, no, I don't need that. I just want to remember it for like the setting that I was in. Where I see it from both sides. Like I think it's like I said, really neat for you guys to see that and the memories and go, oh my God, like
yeah.
they saw that or they looked at that or they really liked that bit of it or they thought this was amazing and like the way that they said the words and stuff. So it allows you to relive it a little bit, I guess, for you guys,
Yeah,
which is
100%.
pretty
And
cool.
just being like
Yeah.
relive it as a kind of a guest orient because we're never going to see that,
Mhm.
right? We're just like we've spent
Because you got brought
hopefully
in different ways as well. You got brought in like round the back, or you were there before everyone arrived. So
yeah,
to come
yeah,
in and
we
see everyone already there
like
must
so
be
what was
so
cool like because obviously we got to Blenheim about an hour before anybody, right? So we went and did like our fucking photo shoots everywhere and stuff like that. Then we went into the Great Hall to the cocktail, kind of right roamed around for half an hour. Then they grabbed us like 20 minutes before anybody was going to get through. And we went and saw like the library as it was set up
yeah,
without
yeah.
anybody in it. So they could do like a first reaction of like what we thought of it and how it was being set up and stuff like that. So which was really cool. But also where we did the after party in the Orangery, when we got to Blenheim at like 5:30 p.m., it wasn't even built. How insane is that?
That's crazy.
Like the stage was being like whilst we were having dinner, everything
What,
was
where we had the
being
drinks?
yeah, yeah. So where the band was, where the drinks were, like literally that was being built whilst we were having dinner. And
Wow,
then it was taken down by 3 a.m. How
that's
mental was that?
crazy.
L after is yeah for only like 6 hours only. Absolutely insane
Fair
how
play
that's just
that.
like whoosh and whoosh straight up and straight down. Like because it had to be open for the public the day after, right? Straight away.
Yeah, of course,
So
yeah.
it's like insane. Absolutely insane.
Wow, there
Which
you
was
go.
cool. Yeah, so we're waiting for all the videos and stuff. So it'll be fun. And photos, etc.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
yeah.
cool to see.
All good. All good. We just got to
Yeah,
decide
very, very
where
nice.
all our presents go. So that's what we've got to do next.
Have they arrived yet?
We have to say when the company delivers them,
Ah, okay.
basically. Um, so we have to like go through everything because we don't actually have to take all the stuff that people buy us. Essentially, it goes into a big pot, and then we can reallocate funds if we want to, based off
Oh,
the
I see.
stuff.
So people think they bought you something nice and they haven't, and
And
you can go, don't really want
then
that
we're
actually.
like, actually, but yeah, there'll be perhaps a couple of things where it was just like, all right, we'll put that on, it's fine.
Oh, so
Because
you're
you've
not
got
going to
to
get
have
the,
like
you know,
a,
Tom's not going to get the knives I got him. That's
well,
annoying.
probably,
Oh, that's a
because
shame.
we
Yeah.
need new knives, so.
You need knives. There you go. It's easy.
So yeah, there's certain things that you're just like, oh, well, we need new shit of that, but or
Yeah.
like it'd be like, okay, fine, what should we put there? So yeah, I was like to Chloe, I was like, can we just use the little bit of money for the honeymoon, please? I was like, we have a honeymoon fund there. Can we use
Yeah.
the honeymoon fund on the honeymoon?
Well, I was torn between that and getting you something else. Like that's I genuinely, I was like, ah, because I know that you would be like, that'd be quite good to have something towards it. Um, but yeah, in the end, I went with something. I was like, no, I want them to remember. I want something they use and see all the time and remember and think about it. I was like, yeah, we'll do that. Go with the knives. Yeah.
But yeah, there's the people who I deem the old people like yourself who we will have to be very careful about if we get their thing, we've got to make sure that we do get it because we know that they'll be like, oh, where's the present we bought? Send us a picture of us
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
like,
Mate. Well,
we've
mate,
reallocated that.
you know that I didn't give a shit, but you do what you
Oh,
want,
you do.
like with
You're
that.
gonna be like, yeah, where the fuck are those
Yeah.
knives? Next time you're at the
I want you
flat,
to
just
think
be
of me
like.
every time you make dinner. I want you to think of me, Tom. Yeah, yeah. Oh dear me. No, it's good. It's really, really amazing event. Genuinely was very, very good.
Yeah, I hope everybody
Yeah.
realizes the amount of planning that went into it. And we were
Honestly, like
relatively stressful.
the amount of stress you guys were going through in those couple of days I was with you, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, fuck. I was just like, yeah. Again, obviously you see it and like when it's there, but I don't think people would quite realize they would so like for me again this is I would expect I guess the wedding planners to take a lot of it but then after speaking to you and seeing the stuff you realize that they're just asking you the things that you want and you're like oh my God there's so much to think about because like you said
Yeah.
like down to the plates and the knives you're like really so and I don't think you'd appreciate that if you just turned up as a guest I think you just don't think you'd be like oh this is really nice and I bet they have people sort it out for them but it's like no you picked everything
We still had to
to
pick
that
everything.
degree and
Yeah.
it's like oh my God
We still had to
yeah.
like choose a motif and like why are
Oh,
we using that? Why are we what like yeah, and
yeah.
all the like little trinkets. Did Laura steal anything? Steal. We gave.
The
Did
coaster. She's got the coaster. She got R2 coasters we've got with the
she bring
birds on, your
coasters?
parrot and Robin.
Yeah.
And I believe there was something with your initials on. C&T, was it the tea towel maybe or the
Oh,
napkin?
there
Oh, I
was
can't remember what it was.
napkins that people could take. Yeah.
And there was something else. We got a bag as well. We got the
You
bag with the
got a
clotted
welcome
cream and
bag.
the jam
Yeah,
in, didn't
yeah,
we? So we got
yeah.
that.
That was something that I've not done before as well. It was like a welcome bag to a wedding.
Yeah, I
Welcome
mean
to
it
the
was
wedding.
yeah, it was yeah, I mean it was nice. It wasn't
Yeah,
necessary, but it was really nice. But
it
yeah.
wasn't necessary. Yeah, correct. It's just like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
okay. Hmm.
yeah, we got all that, and then what else was there? She got something else. I'm sure she did. It was the bird, something to do with it had birds on it. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what it was now. Um,
No, there's a bird theme going around, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, there was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
losers.
You love your birds. You and your birds, mate. Yeah, I nearly got Tom a wedding gift that was bird related, but it would have been funny. Definitely would have not been used in your house. So you wouldn't have allowed that, I don't think. But I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it was basically like there's like these coasters and they're by this woman, she illustrates them. And for those that don't know, Tom kind of likes birds, by the way. So this is the reason that we're talking about birds, because Tom kind of likes birds.
If
Um,
anybody want like people need to go download an app called Merlin, and what you can do if you're in like the wildlife and stuff, if you're into wildlife or you're in the wilderness and you're like, oh, what's that bird? And it's like a little recording thing, and it tells you what the birds are singing around you. Cool. You should do
Wicked. Yeah, I mean that sums up Tom, right? So anyway, so
it.
like they have these like six pack of coasters, and there was one that said tits on it, and one that said shags, and obviously there are all these different birds and all these different types of birds, and I thought it was really funny with the sexual innuendo all over the place, you know, on the coasters. I don't think Chloe would have found it quite as amusing as me, but I was tempted to get it as a wedding present, but obviously it would have been a cheap, jokey one anyway, so I could have got away with it. But yeah, I went with something that was on the list in the end. It's just easier,
If it
isn't
was a cheap, jokey one, she would have called you cheap. She would have been like, "What the fuck?"
it? Well, obviously, it wouldn't have been your main present, but it would have been an additional present like
She
that.
was
But yeah.
like, "How much have we spent on you, Dan, to fucking be here?" All right, thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for the cock. Thanks for the coaster. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh dear. So yeah, it's funny.
I'm gonna be intrigued because obviously, for I don't know, 95% of the stuff for Dan being here, I paid for because I asked him to be a best man. So, which I think is the correct thing to do because I didn't ask to do this. Fuck this. I want to come anyway. I'm gonna be interested to see when you wear your shirts again.
I
Because
mean,
it feels like you could wear one of them, like a relative. Because there's like one of them was just like a normal white like dress shirt, but then the other
yeah.
one is more of like a tux shirt, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna have. I mean, like my two brothers are getting married again, or one of them's getting married again. The other one's getting married. So I'll be wearing it for them. Um, That'll be two uses out of it. Like I said, it's the tux one. I'm not sure how often I'll wear again.
Yeah, it's interesting that.
Um, but I also don't plan on putting on weight beyond much of my frame. So like when I'm a bit older, when we may go to black tie events, maybe when Tom invites me to a few more black tie events, then I'll when I move back to the UK at some point, if Tom's in London and I'm around the area and he invites me to these things, I can wear it. There you go.
I
That's what's
think you
needed.
just everybody that sees him in a white shirt, you just have to check on the right hand side to see whether he's got his little initials on it, all
Yeah, yeah,
nice and
yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's as much of anything. It's a memento, though, isn't it? As much, because
Yeah,
it's the same with like
what it was.
I've got the bow tie, and I kept the bow tie, and I think the bow tie and that shirt will go together as a memento of like that day. Do you know what I mean? With that, that's the thing I think, because I doubt I'm going to wear a bow tie again or a tie bow tie anyway. But it's
Yeah.
more so that like that's going to be the thing that maybe when we're 70, we can go to a black tie event together wearing the same stuff and be like, there we go,
But
we're
like,
back. We're back
got
wearing the
married in
same things
this.
again. Yeah, maybe it'd be your kid's wedding. Maybe that's the next time we'll wear
Fuck that.
it when we're
Isabel,
really old.
well, it's Isabel's wedding first, mate. You got 10
Maybe,
years
yeah,
on me.
maybe that'll be it. Maybe that'll
Right,
be it.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. The other one, the other white shirt, obviously, I wear far more often.
Yeah.
That'll be all right.
Like,
That's easy. It's
and
easy.
now I've got like I went from like barely having any cufflinks, and now I have three sets of cufflinks over one weekend, which
Of
Chloe
course you
bought
do.
me
Yeah.
like two packs, and then I got my own initials as well, and then I bought you
Yeah.
guys all
Yeah.
initial ones. And I was just like, fuck's sake! Now I've got loads of shit, but I've only got like three shirts that like take cuffs, so I guess one for each one. It's fine.
Yeah. I just think it's the sort of stuff that you'll always use whenever you can, or you'll go out your way now to make sure that you
Yeah,
do
you'll be like,
use
oh,
it.
I'm gonna wear
And
that because yeah, I
yeah, I
got that
think
now. You're like, oh, all right, okay,
yeah,
because
like
it's
like like
because
I
it's gonna
think
keep right because you're not gonna
yeah,
use it a lot. Hmm.
no, exactly. And I think as long as you look after it and moths don't get it, you'll be sad.
Yeah, it's right.
Be careful of that.
It's being dry cleaned,
There you go.
which is another
Easy.
fun thing to do. It's like realizing because I've not really sent much stuff to dry clean because fucking wearing a Lulu top.
Yeah, yeah.
But the cost of dry cleaning is fucking extortionate. Jesus Christ. Like,
Come to
because
Dubai, mate.
literally
It's not here. It's cheap here.
on the day, well, like on the day, like we went back, not on the day. So we drove back on Monday night, and then on Tuesday morning we went to the shop where Chloe got her wedding dress from. Obviously, that had to be dry cleaned pretty much as soon as, and yeah, the cost of getting that fucking properly cleaned. insane. I was like, pretty sure this is how much some people spend on their wedding dress clothes. This is
Yeah,
mad.
it wouldn't surprise me.
I was like, what is this about?
Yeah,
Absolutely
crazy.
crazy.
What was the was there anything unexpected or anything that was any strange emotions you felt that you weren't expected to feel or any other days or anything like that? Anything that was odd?
No, the only thing I guess only people that can be married or have stood at the end of an aisle can get the emotion of when we were both standing there and then Chloe's walking down. I was nervous, but I
Yeah.
wasn't overly nervous because I guess you would know that about me. I'm not that like I don't
Yeah.
show it that much, right? But I was like, fuck, when she was walking down. But as in the cheesiest way possible of like where I know you feel like you're with your person that you want to be with. And it was like as soon as she was next to me and she said the same thing, and then we just held each other's hand, we were like, cool, we got this. This is fine. This is normal.
Yeah.
This is what it should. This is what should be happening, rather than like you see like people crying and like
Mm,
doing that kind of. It didn't feel like I needed to like bawl out crying, which obviously you
mm,
see in like the movies or you see on the thing, people like trying to hold it together, and it didn't
yeah, yeah.
feel like I had to do that. I was like, no,
Mm,
this is what we're meant to be doing right now. This is good,
yeah.
and we could be ourselves more than like brave, like be caught up in complete emotion. Oh, which kind
Yeah,
of
I
was
think as
personified
a
when we got to the end on the way out, which my sister caught, where we just turned to each other and just high-fived and then walked out.
mm,
So it's like, all right, yeah, this is fun. We don't have to be like, oh my God,
yeah.
this is the
Yeah, no,
best.
I think even obviously I was standing fairly close to you both, but I think even I got that, even I sensed that feeling of just it wasn't like an overly I'm gonna cry. It was just like hey, like we're supposed to be here and it's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
do you know that kind of vibe to it? Which I thought was quite good. Again, that's why I ask it because I just think different people have different emotions at different times and how they feel about it all. And like you said, I wonder if I think as well for you guys that definitely the Friday helped with that a bit because it was like everyone kind of knew each other and seen people, so it wasn't like you said the emotion was high on that day because I think we kind of came together before then. But yeah, no, it was I think different people's weddings like say have different experiences with it. Um, I've not been to that many, but like you said, it's just I always feel like there's always a bit of an unexpected thing that happens at some of them. Not like in a bad way, but just in a you notice at certain times of the day that you feel different things or it feels odd or strange or different and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. It's just interesting
Mm.
to gauge everyone's emotions because everyone reacts differently to those things. So like I've seen people who like you say they stand at the end of it and just bawl burst into tears and you're just like yeah like again I
Yeah.
obviously with ours mine I've fucking we didn't have an aisle on that shit but I didn't do any of that. But yeah it was yeah I just found it interesting. Like ours was actually so weird because ours was so intimate because ours was just like fucking like four people and six people in a room. It was just felt like,
Yeah,
oh,
which I
this is
feel like might be more intense. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was like I think it was.
It's
I feel
like,
like with yours, there was more space between you and like everyone else than there was at ours. We were sat there, and, you like stood there, and you're just like, fucking hell. So like, yeah, it was a bit like that. But yeah, no, it's it was amazing. The one thing that did make me chuckle a little bit, and I had to make sure that I didn't show it too much, was the size of Chloe's dress and when she had to walk up and then had to sit down and she had to get someone to move the bottom of the dress out of the way so she could sit down
all the
properly. I was
time.
just sat
Yeah,
there like,
yeah.
oh my God, like it was just a bit like just stand up, but then you couldn't, you had to sit down and I was just like, it was just up and down with this huge, like obviously it was wonderful, it was amazing, but it was just the size of it at the bottom was just
I think
like,
that
oh
was the
God.
main. You could see like the women are like, oh my God, the brand, it looks amazing, so classic, blah blah blah. And every single guy, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's got three handles to hold up the
Well,
bottom.
all I kept
Like,
thinking was that must be really heavy to walk with. That's all I kept thinking. Was like,
well,
it's like a weighted vest. Do you know what I mean? Like walking
well, that
along
was the
with that.
thing, like, because people were like, oh, like, obviously we had our first dance, right? And then any choreography that we had done previously or had in our minds went out the
Mhm.
window, completely out the window because like the the size of the fucking dress that I didn't know that it was going to be
Yeah,
like
because
this.
you wouldn't practice in
And
that,
we
would you?
wouldn't have practiced in it. No, she didn't
Nah.
turn up in an elephant costume to our choreography like thing and just be like, by the way, it's probably going to look like this, and just wrapped herself in towels. Like we didn't do that. We were
Yeah,
just in like
like honestly,
trainers.
guys, like to try and give you guys a visualization, right? I think Chloe could have laid down on her dress about 5 times. Like, and there still would have been a bit of fabric left over. Like, it was just, it came out from the top down, and it was obviously like really well spread out and all this sort of stuff. But it was just this thing of like, I could see her trying to hold it, and you could see that she was like, "This is heavy." Like her arm was sort of like, "This is really heavy to hold." Yeah, no, it was quite amusing. But funnily enough, like in the church and at Blenheim Palace, it didn't look that big because the grand surroundings and how big they were. So then
Yeah, yeah.
it didn't look like out of place or like it was massive, but it was just when she sat down that you saw how small the chair was, the stool, to then this big
Yeah.
dress. But all of the times when she was walking around, you didn't really pick up on it. It was only when she sat down that I realized how much of the dress she sat into. That made me realize, like, even sitting down, you must be like, "Where's the chair? Where's the
Do
chair?"
you
Like, as you can
like
see
how
it.
she is? Like when we were obviously at the like I guess you call it a banquet when at the tables, and she was like walking. We both like decided after the main course, we both decided to get up and kind of do a little walk around, and then she just kept apologizing to the waiters and waitresses because her dress was
Yeah,
just getting in the way of everybody.
blocking the
And she's like, "I'm
walkway.
so
Yeah,
sorry." They're like,
yeah, yeah.
"You're fine. You're the one person that's allowed to do this. You're all
About to
good."
say, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're allowed to do it.
And I'm like, just apologize. I'm in the way. Am I in the way? Like, just tell me if I need to go back to my seat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it was super fun. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Good luck topping
it's,
that now, mate. Good luck topping that with some parties
oh
you're going to
no,
go to.
mate,
Not going to
one
happen,
and
is it?
done. One and done. Everybody's gonna compare it to, and we're just like, nah, it wasn't as good as ours. We're good. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, what I like. It was a good wedding. Don't get me wrong, but it was interesting for because I've got like 5 weddings to go to in the not too distant future, and most
Mm.
of them were there. And I was like, "You're next." They're like, "Fucking brilliant!" Like,
Yeah, yeah,
glad
yeah.
we're not following this one straight away. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I
so
bet.
it was
Yeah.
fun. Or I was like, "Any ideas? If you picked up anything you want to do?" And like Mike and Tara are getting married in South Africa. They're not next, but Laura's next. And they were like, "Well, our wedding's a little bit smaller, so not quite the same kind of
Yeah.
thing." So yeah, I know it's all in one place. I was like, ours was a logistical fucking nightmare in the amount of places we had to get to and from, and where our guests were. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
real fun. Uh,
Yeah.
but we were
No.
talking to some people like who had that where yeah, like obviously we had done it like almost like purposely like a tour of like the English countryside because there was well like we said 27 different countries that were there, like well over 100 people have flown in
Mm.
to be at the wedding. So it's like but they see England as London. That's it. That's all
Yes.
they know of
Yeah.
it. So it's like nice to get them to have a view of other stuff. That's what's going on.
Mm.
So it was a nice thing. But we've been to like they've been to weddings. They had a wedding like a couple of weeks before, some of Chloe's friends, and then but it was in lots of different sites. But they found out on the day that there was no transport whatsoever. It was kind of fend for yourself. Could you imagine?
Oh,
Like you are having to like drive everywhere or book your own cabs for like
nah.
150 people. Like that'd be
Effort.
insane.
Yeah.
Just like that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Guess we can move on. We don't have to talk about wedding ever again now. So that's good. It's good.
Yeah, this will be the last one we talk about, isn't it? This is the
Yeah,
last
no. All
roundup
done.
podcast. I feel like all the build-up was for it, so we need to talk about it, and that's it. We can
We can
never
keep
never
this
talk about it
very
again. That's it. The
very
rest of the
light.
rest of the
I've
time.
got a couple of other topics we want to talk about. So we got they might let me know if there's something in this, Dan. You're just like, I was hoping you'd be like Joe Wilkinson there. You're like, yeah, okay, cool. TV shows, because
It's got
obviously
any
I
legs in
will.
it. It's got any legs. It's got any legs. Can we keep going with this?
TV shows that because me and Chloe watched a lot of TV over the last like week and a half, which is
Nice.
very relaxing in terms of what I've gotten into. And then I wrote Where Are the Women, which
Where
is
are the
something
women?
which is what we just well. There's only ever one woman in my life from now, so it's all good. And yours, good Dan, good. How long have you been married to Laura now? 5 years? 4 years? 4 years.
Four, yeah.
Yeah.
Four.
So Where Are the Women is more about S&C and my annoyance more than anything else. And then we briefly talked about it in terms of how we're getting back into it because we both got back into work, I guess. Um, and
Yeah.
whether we feel completely demotivated or super recharged. It's probably the first one.
Yeah, I think the first one. Only because I think the Where Are the Women one. I think we can do next week because I think we can actually look for some stuff, and then we can go. Oh yeah, still can't find anything, and we can do that maybe, and then we can talk a bit more about finishing the year strong again, coming into November, December, etc.
Yeah.
Getting back into work and stuff like that, and how we stay creative with content, or how, or certainly after a break, how we get back to being creative with content. I think would be the main thing. But yeah, what TV did you watch, Tom? More important, because I need to watch something good because right now all I am watching is stuff about economics on YouTube. So I do need something to lighten. I need something to
Woo!
lighten the mood a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like with that. But no, actually, on that though, I actually find it really fascinating. As much as I am such a geek, I actually find it quite fascinating learning new things. And for me, the economy and it's actually been really fascinating to learn. Anyone who is interested in the future or interested in whether it's investing or whether it's whatever, genuinely start digging deep into it. And it actually, and I nearly posted on my stories the other day because when you understand it, you actually start to realize that politics really doesn't make a difference. And actually, like the whole like left versus right arguments are actually pointless because the economy actually controls everything. And it was like, going deeper into it, you realize how, yeah, I'm not going to go deep into it now because it's boring for a podcast, but you start to realize how the world is run by debt basically and the economics of debt and where it moves around in different countries and stuff, and it's fascinating. Like to me it's fascinating. To most people it probably wouldn't be, but anyway, let's talk about TV shows, Tom. More importantly, what TV shows do I need to watch after you've just watched them because you say they're good?
Well, there are current things that are happening right now, which I hope people are in. Well, there's one which is Taskmaster, which we've caught up on anyway, so it's absolutely fun. That is currently happening. If you don't like it, then what is wrong with you? It is just stupid British humor. Amazing. But there's this is not something you want to watch. This one is called Nobody Wants This. It's got Kirsten Bell and Adam Brody in it. And Chloe put it on because she was like, "Oh, can we watch something girly?" And it is incredibly girly. So don't watch that one. But I'm sure there's some females out there who would love to watch it. Or
No,
some,
I
it
won't
might
watch
be,
that one.
don't watch it. But then obviously, so I it's coming out at the moment, but I've now gotten into Slow Horses. Did you watch Slow Horses? No?
No,
Daniel, go watch it. It's so fucking
I
good.
feel like it's got some big name actors in it though.
Well, it's Gary Oldman, and it's his
Oldman,
last.
that's the one. Oldman, I
Yeah,
knew, I was trying to
Gary
picture it.
Oldman is I think is his Detective Lamb in it, and it's like MI5 stuff, but like properly well done,
Yeah.
so good, and he is fucking great. And he said it's his last ever role. After Slow Horses is done, he's done. But and he's so fucking good in it. It's like got really, 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 really good ratings. It's in season 5 now, but I've what because like, coming out. Chloe's watched it all, and she was like, I will rewatch it. It's like so good, I will rewatch it with you. And I was like, okay, cool. And she was like, I think I've already rewatched it once, so she was watching it for the third time
Mm,
with me through, and we just finished season 1. I've also already watched season 5 as it's going out as well, so I've got like season 2, 3, and 4 to do. Mate, so fucking good.
yeah.
If people have not watched it, it's like it's MI5 like murdery thing, and like yeah, so good. IMDb 8.3. Yeah, just a spy thriller stuff. I think you'd like it. I think you'd enjoy it. I don't know. Are you
Yeah,
into like spy
sounds like
thriller
it.
things,
Yeah, yeah, no,
like
sounds like I would. Yeah, I'd like it.
police
Yeah, yeah,
things?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I like it. Yep, yep. Laura
And
doesn't. She's not fussed by him, but I like him.
I think you'll all Gary Oldman's lines as well. You'll end up just like reciting them. He's just like a character you'll love.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yeah. Because
Good,
he's
good.
naps. He says exactly what he fucking thinks. It's so funny. It's so funny.
My kind of person.
Jack Loudon's on it. Yeah. Kristen Scott Thomas is a bit of a bitch. So yeah, it's got some bigger names and stuff. So yeah, go watch that. And then lastly, these are all current things that are happening right now as well. This is insane. Celebrity Traitors, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know Joe Rogan's in it, so I need to watch it. But I've never got
Yeah,
into the traitors
no,
thing. I've never
I've
got
not
into the
really ever
traitors
gotten into
thing.
it, but like we've gotten
Yeah,
into it because it's like because it's people you know. and
Yeah.
like you've already got an opinion of. I didn't care about the randoms, but because the celebrities are actually celebrities, number one, like Sir Stephen Fry, Jonathan Ross,
Mm,
fucking Joe Wilkinson,
yeah.
Joe Marler, all these people that I like as well. So
Yeah.
it's like quite Alan Carr, fucking hilarious. Like all this kind of stuff that it's like, oh, I want to watch these people anyway. I would
Yeah.
watch them
Yeah.
what they do normally, all blended together playing a fucking game, and getting on each other's nerves. It is good, man. Like you'll
Yeah.
be in, and like it's only 2 episodes a week at the moment, so and it will go quite quickly. Also, you're gonna have you can listen to Chatterbix because they've been
Yes.
doing
Oh,
debriefs
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, they're loving
Otherwise,
it on the moment, aren't they? They're loving it on Chatbix, talking about it.
yeah.
But
So
Chatbix are always what, 2, 3 weeks behind, aren't they? So that's why
no,
they can
but
release it that way.
no, but I think they're doing those as currents
Oh, are they?
because it's like episode five. Wednesday and Thursday it comes out, and they're on the episode five this week. So I think they're doing
Right.
it a little bit staggered, but they're not doing it that out of date because they realize that if they do that, then that's going to be awful. It's not
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
good for listenership if they do it like that. So yeah, I would go do that, mate. Go
Maybe I
watch
will.
Traitors because otherwise
Maybe I will.
you're just gonna have to be blindfolded the whole time for all this popular culture that you could have been talking about with your clients. God.
That could have been me. Yeah, yeah. Pop culture. Yeah, that's me. I need to get out. I need to get out more, mate, and see the world. But I'm playing golf tomorrow morning. That's the most important thing. So
Of course you
I'm
are.
back. I'm back playing golf again. Shot 73, so that's good because I felt good about that after my disastrous
And
performance the other
I
week.
can, I can. Oh yeah, we haven't fucking talked about that. Dan, absolute like yeah, went down in flames, mate. Told you, can't do it on a cloudy day in fucking England.
No, couldn't mate. Absolutely crumbled my swing. It
Back.
crumbled. Like came out of nowhere. It crumbled. I had a came back and I had a lesson. I was like, well, I was doing this and I was doing that, and he just was like, well, you seem to have fixed it because I was just back in Dubai and I was fine. It's fine again. It's just the
I
pressure.
wonder what it was. I wonder because like you were not swinging how you normally swing. Like you weren't playing how I've seen you play.
No,
Like even to the extent like the first course we played, obviously Worpleston was like I made like such a lovely course, and
mm,
like you shot in terms of strokes, you should be shooting net lower than me the amount you fucking play. But we
yeah.
even net we were the same, like actual
Shot 80, didn't I?
results.
Was it 80?
But we
What did you
both
get?
shot 80,
Yeah.
which
I
I
just my
fucked
back was
basically.
my back was fucked, man. It was like really bad. Like so I think that's what actually affected my swing. I actually couldn't swing as I wanted to because my back was that bad. Um it's only actually from having lost you last week, last Friday, that I realized how bad it was. He was just like so we basically thought it was a lot of my thoracic spine stuff. And then he retested me last week and he was like, your thoracic spine's improved loads. And I was like, my back's fucking bad, really bad. So we did it kind of stages, so we then like didn't do everything all at once so we could know what it was. So he was like, "We'll do thoracic first because I think you're going to see progress there." Did that, and then he's like, "No, it must be your hip internal rotation then." And then he was like, "Let's do these tests," and did that, and he was like, "Okay, your hips don't move, so maybe it is your hips then." I was like, "Yeah, maybe it is." So I've had all this exercise doing it. It's feeling a bit better already after just a couple of weeks doing that. But yeah, no, it was. I think it was a bit of the. I don't know if I just yeah, I think I just bit. I think because we were like, oh, it's going to be a good, like, me and you playing golf again, whatever. And I think it was a bit of like, just over egged it. And then obviously it was fucking cold. Like for me, it was cold. Not knowing the course doesn't really help. And then there was obviously a little bit, I think, of pressure as well of being like, I'm supposed to be able to play golf. So then if you have a couple of bad shots, you feel like, oh, I'm shit and crap, blah, blah, blah. So I think there's a bit of that as well. But yeah, no, it was still enjoyable though. It's still like good to get out and play with you
It
and
was it
walk
was
around and
funny
stuff.
though because I had the feedback from Gav and Keith as well, who we played with, and they both were like they both said they were like Dan's a bit intense, isn't he? I was like, yep, that's what he needs to work on.
Yeah.
I was like, it's
Yeah.
probably because Keith's
Uh,
like good at analyzing that kind of stuff, and he's like, he probably loses like a couple of shots from
yeah.
how he portrays himself on the course. And I was like, yeah, I've told him that. It's fine. Like he
Yeah.
probably carries it a little bit further than he needs to because he'll throw a club or stuff like that. And you probably in the pro game don't see that as much. They kind of like bush, move on next hole.
Yeah.
Whereas you
Yeah,
know that
and I
you
think
get like caught in it.
yeah, I think I think it's just expectations, isn't it? Just you expect more of yourself or whatever, blah blah blah, and then it's just I think part of it for me, right? Like, because I had this the other day with someone, they asked me this question. They were like, I don't know if I played with someone. Or did we talk about Alex? I can't remember who I was talking to about it. Some rounds I don't shoot well, but I don't get angry. And then some rounds I shoot okay, but I get a bit angry myself. And for me, it's when I do things wrong that I know how to fix, or I know that I'm doing it. Like, if you're like, if you have a bad shot and you go, I don't know, like, so like I did it on Monday. So I shot 73 and had two double bogeys in it, where both of them were I lost the ball left into bushes or whatever. But they were both really nice draw shots. Like I was just aiming a little bit to the left, and instead of doing my usual fade, it just drew. And I wasn't pissed off in the sides because I was like, it's a good shot. Like, I want to draw my driver. I was like, oh, well, okay, walk down there. That's just on like hole, it was just on like hole three. So I didn't even know I was on for a good score. Then on hole 10. And for me, it's when I do things badly or wrong that is my like normal miss that I know how to fix and I know I shouldn't do it. That's when I get really wound up with it, is that if I hit my driver and I slice it to the right, I'm like, you're such a fucking moron. You know that's your miss and you know how to fix it, and yet you just didn't concentrate, you just didn't do the right, like that's when I get a bit more frustrated. If you like over egg a pitch shot or you catch a flyer, it's like I don't get angry at that because it's like that's not my control. It's always things that I am in control of that wind me up so much. That's the stuff that winds me up and gets me. It's because me and Alex had this conversation where it's like, would you rather, this is a good question, would you rather play golf and shoot good scores but hit the ball really badly? Or would you rather shoot worse scores but pure the ball every time?
Yeah, I
I would
want the I want
rather pure it. I'd rather
that
pure it. I don't care about the
sensation.
score. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that's a great shot. Feels great. It went where I wanted it to go. Like even if you pure a shot into a bunker, you kind of go, it's a good shot. Like it's just a good shot. Like, it's the tops, it's the thins, it's the fades or slices, whatever you want to call it. It's that I'm just like, "Ugh." But I've done that before and shot like say 74, and you just go,
Yeah.
oh, no picture on the scorecard. I'm like, yeah, but that's not how I like to play the game. It's just a weird one for me. So like with that, when we were there, I was just like, it was just the pure frustration of just like doing the basic shit wrong. It was just like, oh my God, like come on, like really
Yeah.
gets to me.
I can concur on that because on the first round on the 80, I felt like I played better than 80, like at
Mm,
that end of that round. But it was because of three shots that I middled, but I
mm,
tugged left and I lost three
yeah,
balls. And I was
yeah,
like, they were good shots, but I just double crossed them straight away and I lost the balls. Therefore, I got like three and I fucking like I know, double bogeys on there. And I'm like, cool, I'm six
mm,
over from that. Perfect.
yeah,
The rest of the
yeah,
round, I was like, yeah, I like birdied three holes. It was absolutely fine. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, because I was like, I
Yeah,
feel like at the end of that, I was like, I feel like I played better than an 80. I was like, that was weird.
yeah, and I think that's the like I even had it last week, right? We played and I missed a lot of putts. Obviously, it's me. No, like last Friday when we played, me and Alex, I missed a lot of putts, and they topped the greens with a bit of sand.
Mm,
All my putts pretty much came up short, and they didn't break as much as I was expecting. And again, I didn't play well, didn't shoot well, but I came off going, nah, my putting's good. Like I'd do those putts again, I'd hit those putts again. And then when I shot the 73, I've like 30 putts, and I made, I don't know, I think I made like five birdies or something, all from one putts, right? And you go, and I did probably the same thing I would have done like back then, but because the greens were pure, they went in. So it's like that's the thing for me when with my frustration. I need to work on it, obviously, or like everyone does with this sort of stuff. But it's always that for me. It's never just playing a bad score or not getting birdies. It's I'm doing something wrong and I know it's my thing that I do wrong, and I'm still fucking up with it. It's like just making the same mistake over and over again. I get really annoyed at myself. It's like, you just come on, like it's not like something brand new when you make a mistake. I think we can all deal with that, when
yeah.
you don't know how to do something. So it's yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's something I've got to work on,
It was
obviously,
just
like
a funny
massively.
observation. Both of them said it to me, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
sounds about right.
Yeah, you look at him snap a club while I was there.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, he likes throwing his stuff around. He's the exact throws his toys out the pram when he wants to.
literally.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me to a T. I blame my dad for that. I got it from my dad. Yeah.
Nice. All right, we are back. We will have no interruptions for at least 5 weeks, I believe. Fuck, crazy. And yeah, we're going to talk. Well, we've already got
Uh,
our topics for next week. Well, I don't. Where are you going? Are you going
no,
somewhere
I'm
for New
not. No,
Year's?
I didn't even know why I'd even thought about it then because I was just like,
Um,
I was trying to think about
of
when Christmas is. And I
of
was
the
like,
two
it's
of
miles
us,
away.
who's
It's
more
miles away.
likely to fucking run away from something?
Yeah,
Me.
you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah.
just, yeah, there will be a slight hiatus in December, unfortunately, because I'll be on my honeymoon. So, and as much as I want to talk
Selfish.
to Dan, I don't want to
Selfish.
talk to him when I'm going to be as almost as far away from you as I can humanly possibly be.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
I, and
just
I know
easier.
that's why you chose that place to go for your honeymoon as well, just so you can get far
Yeah,
away. Yeah, yeah.
which is fine. I'll bring you back a pink one. Good.
A
Imagine.
real one. Just
Hey.
just a bit, just a chocolate biscuit.
Chocolate biscuit. That's where we're going. The Mobility
Yeah,
Factory. Of
yeah.
course. Yeah, it'll be fun. Right, guys. Thanks for listening. We will
See you
catch you
later.
next week.